When you reflect back on, all of your life experiences, and then you look ahead, what gives you hope for the future? For our profession, for our country, for your grandkids, great-grandkids? What gives you hope?
I think it can go back to the old hymn that says, "My hope is built on nothing less than Jesus' blood and righteousness." He is the hope.
So Jack, you're traveling down the highway by yourself, or you're sitting by the fireplace in the morning having your cup of coffee that I know you enjoy so much. What do you think about?
You think about being able to take care of 2,500 people and having 3,500 employees. And you have the world class. We could do it better than anybody else. It means a lot.
Means a lot. If we could bring every team member who's a part of our Vetter Senior Living family, if we could bring them all into one room, and you had the opportunity to give them your best advice for the future, for our company, as they're a part of our company, and why they should be proud to be a part of creating the future of senior living, what advice, or what would you say to them about their role in our company? That's good.
I don't know. I'd probably, if thinking about the future, don't do dumb things. I would probably go to Proverbs and take some scripture on wisdom, and then probably go into Luke and see what Christ did. And then I would probably talk about what started us in the first place of quality of life, to say never lose that. Every conversation should be based around how you can do it better. What new things are out there? What things can you create that's new that does it better? Mm-hmm. It would be a challenge.
Yeah. Thoughts, Eldora?
I think they should be proud to do what they do because of their effect they have on other people's lives, and how much delight they can bring into somebody's life that doesn't have a lot of that. I would say that they should always keep their trust in God, and to learn the secret of giving, and to know that whether you're giving service or money or time, you can't outgive God.
Okay. So, you've been doing what you do, meaning missions, serving the elderly, touching people in a number of different parts of the world. And during our lives, we all kind of reflect on, wow, I'd kind of like to be remembered for this, or I'd like to be remembered for that. As you look back on the expansiveness of everything that you've experienced and done, what would you like your legacy to be?
Things like he tried to do it right. He really did love people. That he made a difference in lots of lives and made it better.
Doesn't get much better than that, does it? If we could be remembered that way.
Probably not.
comes to your mind, Eldora?
I think Jack said it well, that I'd like to be remembered for making a difference in other people's lives. Knowing that their life was better because I was there for them.
So what's a unique thing about you that probably most people don't know? One unique thing about me that most people probably don't know is?
Probably, might be a strange answer. Probably because of how the company has developed and grown to, and the reputation that it has. And Water for the World, of what it's become, the missions, that when I go out and get in the car in the morning, I'm still the same Jack as I was 50 years ago.
I agree with Jack that most people probably wouldn't think about our humble beginnings. You know, the fact that we grew up on a farm that didn't have electricity or a telephone or an indoor toilet. I think that would surprise a lot of people. Probably the fact that we didn't either one have any formal education. We kind of got our college, our education in the College of Hard Knocks. We learned a lot of things through trial and error. And a lot of people probably that would surprise them. They might have a tendency to think it was always like it is now.
Yeah, but it is what made you
Yes.
who you are.
I think about our training ground as a young people. You know, Jack's working on a ranch, and then his fertilizer gave him knowledge of what to put on nursing home yards, and his maintenance background, and all those things was schooling for what we needed to know. And my working for attorneys made me comfortable with attorneys when I ended up doing all the financing of nursing homes. My working in a bank made me comfortable with bankers. You know, all those things I think God uses as training field for us. And I think a lot of people don't think about that.
Yeah. Isn't it fascinating when you think back, like all of those experiences that you had, that you can see how each thing progressed and brought you to the next experience, and then the next experience, and then the next experience, so that when you look back on your life today, it all fits together. Which, when you were 17, those pieces never fit together, but today, you know, it's probably not how you would have done it.
Probably
But
not.
yeah, I think that's a pretty cool deal. So, I was going to say, I've known you for almost 30 years, and every time we sit down to visit, I hear new stories. So I'm not sure if there will ever be an ending to the number of stories that you guys have about your life, both on the personal side, as well as on the business side. And that's really what today is. It's really an opportunity for not just myself, but people to get to know who you are.